Hey, what's up everybody? Travis Nye here with Spellbound Magic Shop and Theater here in Sioux Falls, South Dakota. Today's product review is going to be actually on an older trick, but I definitely wanted to have it available in the shop because just because it's old doesn't mean it's bad. I'm sure you guys have seen a lot of reviews on this, but wanted to give my 2 cents on it as well. This routine, or this trick, is called Poker Test. Now, the one I have here is the 2.0 version. Originally, I was familiar with the first one, which I really did like. Admittedly, I had a few issues with it from using it over and over again. It did actually get worn out. And the product itself to make the trick work, I felt, was not as good as it could be. It felt like they had a concept and they rushed it and said, yep, it works, let's get it out there. But for the performer, for the actual workers out there, it just didn't last or retain the quality that you needed to perform it. So I was excited to get the 2.0 version to see what kind of modifications and what kind of changes they made. And so with this, I can verify that they did a phenomenal job. So if you like the Poker Test trick, this is by Eric Casey. Eric Casey from PinnacleSpades.com. He had produced this routine, this trick, these cards that you get. It's a very visual trick, very straightforward. This is a packet trick. Now, just like almost all magic tricks you get these days, it does not have a DVD. No, it has, and I'm going to cover up the link there so you don't see the password. It has a link so you can watch the video tutorial and descriptions and performances and all that good stuff. So I always appreciate this, especially when you can download the video to keep it for your own personal library. For me, I keep all of my videos on an unlisted YouTube page, so that way I can easily just search and find them no matter what provider I get my magic from. Now, inside here, it's a very nice hard casing. It's a nice packaging. It's almost like a hard covered book. It has the same style binding on it. It has the same thick cardboard. Like, this is not going to bend or get damaged in any way unless it gets wet. But it's going to protect your gimmicks very, very well. There was two things that I will say right away that I was disappointed with this. One was the packaging inside that the physical cards come in. It's just a paper manila envelope. Most card tricks these days, most packet tricks come in either like a plastic sleeve or kind of a vinyl pocket protector here. I think I have one somewhere. Let's see, yeah. Some of them come in these little holders here, these little card wallets, which holds gimmicks to another trick, so I'm not going to open it. But so I wish it would have came with something to actually physically carry the cards around with, in, so that way in your pocket during performance there was no risk of them getting damaged or anything like that, just to protect them a little bit more. But that doesn't change the fact that the trick is great and that it does exactly what it says it's going to do, and it is very, very reliable. Now, I punched in the code, I went to watch the video to see what you get, and it's very straightforward. And the nice thing is he explains the products and the materials used on the cards to make them function as they should. So in a way, he's telling you that if you ever lose these cards, damage them, we all know playing cards can get weathered and worn. They can get dirty, they can get frayed, all that stuff happens. So eventually, no matter how good you take care of how well you take care of your cards, you'll need to replace them eventually. So he essentially tells you how to make replacements, which is really, really nice. So this is something that you will essentially have forever. And as soon as you get the materials to make the gimmicks, I would say it's probably going to cost maybe $20 to remake 8 or 9 gimmicks, 8 or 9 sets, I should say. But the thing is, it really depends on how you want to perform it. So I'll show you what the trick is here in just a moment, and then I'll explain what I meant by that. The other thing I was a little disappointed with is the video, when it talks about what you get, they literally give you just the gimmicked cards. you need to add cards to it in order for the trick to work from another deck. Now, the routine is only 5 cards. I wish they would have just supplied 5 cards from normal deck for this routine. It wouldn't have been that difficult. It wouldn't have cost that much. And in my opinion, I think when you're getting a packet trick, you want to have everything right there in the container, in the packaging. And so I think they should have provided that, everything you needed just to perform almost right out of the box. Now, with that said, let's get into what you get. So you have the hard case with the login info here. Right here is the envelope that has the cards seated inside. So that's actually a really nice thing. So that way, when you hold it, the cards aren't going to fall out. And this feels like it has a magnetic lock on that. So even if you set this somewhere to store it, they're not gonna fall out because of that magnetic lock. Now, I've already taken the liberty of adding the extra cards to this. So when you get the trick, the basic idea behind the trick, at least the way it's demonstrated in the video, and you can go watch the video all you want, it basically shows you saying, I'm going to ask you some questions about the cards I'm about to show you, so pay attention. So you fan the cards, you show them, you put them away, cover them up, and continue to ask them questions. Now, I know on video it's a little bit hard to translate. I didn't let you guys see it very well and not for very long, and you're probably not that close to see the cards, what they were and everything. But the basic questions that you would ask are, how many cards did you see? So you're interacting with the people. They will answer that question. So then you say, what color was the cards? The backs, they'll answer that question, and you say, what was on the face? So now you recap. So you say, how many cards did you see? They'll say 5, but correct, there was actually 5 cards. And if you said that they were blue, which they would have said they were red because they were, you were correct. And if you said the faces were blank, you would have also been correct there. Now, like I said, this is a very, very reliable trick to do. You can kind of do it over and over. Your misdirection needs to be really, really good for this routine. But overall, it's kind of almost a beginner trick. It's almost considered a self-working trick because, right there, that's the setup, and that's how easy it is to do right there. As long as you can fan the cards one-handed, then you can perform this trick. So it takes literally almost no practice. Give it about 20 to 30 minutes of practicing, and you'll be able to perform this trick ready to go right out of the package. So overall, I give this probably an 8 out of 10. I wish there was a way to protect the cards. I am impressed with the improvements they made, and I wish it would have came with everything you needed to perform out of the box. But at a $25 price point, that's really, really good because the actual performance of the routine is very, very clean. So if you're looking for a really cool visual packet trick that you can just pull out at any time and not have to worry about setting it up or anything like that, PokerTest 2.0 is definitely one I would pick up. It's, like I said, it's very affordable. Even if you're a hobbyist or looking for that quick trick to be able to show people, this one is definitely for you. So this is for the hobbyist, the beginners, to the advanced. Just know this probably will not play well on stage. Walk around, it does great. Parlor shows, it does great. Even on social media, and right now that's a big thing with the COVID thing going on. Social media magic is huge. So as long as you learn how to do everything in frame in front of the camera, again, this is another great one to do. So if you're doing digital birthday parties, digital events, digital shows, or just looking for something on your Instagram, PokerTest 2.0, still a great trick. So I highly recommend picking it up.